when I did Soldier's Story,
Right.
No, Soldier's Play. My former roommate, Reggie Cathy, he had auditioned and he said, there's a role. It had won the Pulitzer. It was off Broadway. It was a big deal. And he said, there's a role in there where you have to sing and play guitar. I know you could do it with your eyes closed. I can't. And he went in and he didn't get it. And so I called my agents. They sent me in. I auditioned for Douglas Turner Ward and I got this role. So that was the first thing.
Yeah.
Who was in the cast? It was Sam Jackson, Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
I mean, heavy. We all just hung out. And I thought that was over.
Yeah.
Then the movie came while I was in the play, and that's very rare still that people go from the play version to the movie version.
Yeah.
And this was in the 80s, because I remember there's an older black actor, I forget his name, he goes, and he listed who was going to play, play our parts. And they're like, cheesy. You know that actor from, what is it? The White Shadow? He's going to do you. Yeah, I was like, Thomas Carter's going to do your role. And we were like, fuck, man, really? But half of us got cast.
Right.
Sam couldn't get arrested. He did not get in the movie. Jeez. So we're all like partying it up like, wow, tough bananas. Whatever happened to Sam?
Wonder what's going to happen to that guy.
Meanwhile, he has become the hugest fucking star in the millennium.
Insane.
But in that moment, he was just a stupid actor. And we're like, too bad, Sam.
I love those stories. There was a Charles Grodin, in Charles Grodin's book, he talks about this funny looking guy who runs after, they're in the same acting class, and he runs up to him and he's asking him some advice, and Charles Grodin really felt so sorry for him, and he walked away. He's like, geez, what's ever going to happen to that Gene Wilder guy?
Oh, always. And on the flip side, there were people who I went to school with who got every lead, every part, and like heavy hitters, your Gorky's, your Chekhovs,
right.
your Ibsens, your Enemy of the People, and nothing. Just never, nothing, man.
So
and
weird.
Back then, this is a different time. Back then, when you graduated, you did what they call the league auditions. These are agents, theaters from all over, studios.
Yeah.
And they put your name on the hallway, and who wanted to see you.
Whoa.
And there are actors who, nothing.
Jeez.
But it was all public.
Oh.
It's like Tony Baloney is like, Universal, MGM, everybody wants to see you. The Juliet Taylor, these are huge.
Yeah.
At the time, huge. She cast everything and they just listed and so it was all out there. There was no, I'm sorry, are you okay? Let's hold space. My daughter's in wellness classes. We didn't have any wellness classes.
No, they're called bars.
Thank you. I went to, I also applied at Circle in the Square, and Nikos Sakaropoulos, may he rest in peace.
Yeah.
He was one of the instructors there. And I sat in on an acting class, and here were his notes. Again, we were like 19, 20. He's like, come in, Jeppe Hodolf. Where is the samovar? Thank you, Elzbieta. I would think all comrades should work. It's like Chekhov. So he sits there and he goes, this girl, he goes, may I ask you a question? Are you high on LSD? Because you look crazy. No, I mean insane. I've asked you so many times, don't. Why do you do that? It's so unattractive. And you're so awful. And, you had to sit there and just take all of this and be, and then you go back out. You couldn't, they would be sued.
Did you have any teachers like that when you, what were your favorite teachers? Were they the tough, old coaches? Would they nurture you?
I still am. I want
tough
what do you
love.
We all wanted to succeed. But the first thing I say to a director when I work to this day is direct me. Mm-hmm. Good, bad, less, more, or else we're going to be here all fucking day. I've been in those situations where, Tom, can we try it again? I'm going to give you some words. When I say sweeter, I don't mean disposition. I mean, you know how sugar tastes? Okay, and I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see that in your sneakers. Okay? Think apples, cayenne. When you're ready, action.
And your mom's watching.
Yeah. And I'm just like, what? And then finally I'm like, good, bad, bigger, louder, soft. Okay, I get that.
Look this way or that way.
Yeah, or I'm just going, what the fuck? So I've had some intense evaluations. The dean's wife, Robert Brustein, was the dean of the acting school, the Yale Drama School. Now it's the Geffen School of Drama, the Yale Drama School. And his wife, Norma, she was our first year acting teacher, and she would come in eating a donut at 9 a.m. and go, before we do the scenes, I just want you kids to know I could kick any of you out. Okay, Tony, let me see your scene. We were absolutely terrified.
I know, but I like those. I like those kind of like mean, just to the point.
Yeah.
I thrive with that.
Yes. I mean, so
yeah.
Intimacy coordinator. It was like,
right.
No, it was the Wild West.
Yeah.
It was absolutely the Wild West, for good or bad.
Yeah.
It was just the way it was. And by the way, as a black actor, there were me, my roommate, who's Reggie. Then there was another black woman, Izzy Monk. And the black students before we got there, so this is 1978. All those black actors, they told us they played maids and butlers.
Right.
They didn't play leads.
Right.
They didn't. When we came in, we were given roles. So that in and of itself was revolutionary. But actors, we were bitching anyway. But I'm in Hamlet, but I'm playing some. I'm not Hamlet. I'm playing some fucking dude with a dagger. I don't know. Fuck it. Let's go get drunk. We didn't give a shit. We were like,
They want me to play it white.
Yeah, right? What? Oh, I'll tell you a good story. Is this too corny, Shakespeare-y? But this is
no, please.
George Roy Hill. May he rest in peace. Everybody's dead. I'm talking about. He directed The Sting. So he came in and he directed a production which Reggie Cathy was in. And it was a Jacobean tragedy. I forget the name of it. And Reggie was playing a role that he really hated. And so we were all sitting around, drinking, smoking weed. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Every moment we were not actually acting at the time. And he said, I know, I'm going to tell this motherfucker. I'm going to show him. Tomorrow, they were in Tech Week. Tech Week is where you do your dress rehearsal for lights and everything. Okay, so he said, tomorrow's run through, I'm going to do my entire role as Step and Fetch It. Just to show George Roy Hill how fucking bullshit the role is. And I'm there like, okay, man. Yeah, because I wasn't in the production.
You just have a drink in your hand. Go for it.
Yeah, I was like, go for it. Here's what happened. So they did the whole run through. Every time Reggie came on, yes, sir, Mr. Boss, man. Everybody's like, what the fuck is he doing? They do the whole run through. George Roy Hill sits down and he says, now, before we begin our notes, I want to talk about a particular actor and what I saw done on that stage tonight. Reggie, stand up. So Reggie stands up like, yeah, what? He said, what you did tonight was the bravest, most courageous choice I've ever seen on stage. I loved it. Keep it. And Reggie's tears are running down his face. It's like, it didn't go as planned.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I come in, I'm like, what the fuck happened? They're like, did you not hear? What the fuck, man? What are you going to do? Yeah, it was just.
I knew this is what they wanted from us.
It was pandemonium. And I just sat there like, it was so fucked up. It was like Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
It was like Twilight Zone.